light, so cold, sleep is nice. So tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight. Get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn. This life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong. Feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss. I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Pick and Roll Podcast, episode number 30. Pre-NBA draft, my favorite time of the year for the NBA. I'm here with my guys, Nicky, Steez, NextShift Randy, and Coach Ed Gladney. How you guys doing? You excited for tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. How are you, bro?
Yep. I'm doing good. And a big trade just happened. I mean, a 3-team trade. Randy, you want to break it down, like who went to where?
Yeah, so a 3-team trade involving the Celtics, Wizards, and Clippers. So the trade goes as follows. Kristaps Porzingis heads over to the Celtics. The Wizards get Marcus Morris plus draft picks. We're still waiting on what those are. And the Clippers get Malcolm Brogdon, as per Shams Charania.
Wow. So Brogdon goes to the Clippers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good bench piece. Good bench piece. So does that mean they're not going to want Chris Paul now? I guess not, right?
Yeah, probably. More than likely.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And now with Kristaps Porzingis landing in Boston, does that mean Robert Williams is a potentially gone now? Because they were saying that, Grant Williams gone because they were saying, they were fighting for a contract for him. So now with Porzingis there, that changes a lot. So
I could see with the Nets because I saw him at the Liberties game with the Liberties game when he was with what's his name Bridges.
Oh,
McCall,
Yeah, so he was sitting courtside, with two home games ago. So it makes sense. It really makes sense now because I forgot who I asked. I think it was NYG 22. I asked him if Grant Williams was going to go in there because they're all buddy. So now it's making sense.
Yeah, now it makes more sense. Now it's almost kind of crystal clear a little bit. You're right. Now whether the financials is works out, but yeah, wow.
But my question is, why would Boston want Kristaps? That's just my question here. I thought they were fine, right? I thought they were fine where they are. And Kristaps is not always the most healthy person on the court or in the game.
What did he average last year? Didn't he average 20 plus last year?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I thought he wasn't I thought he was just injured a lot.
No, I know he's injured a lot.
Wrong. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, go, Randy.
Right. No, I was just gonna say the same thing that the coach was basically getting at. Is like it's not like he's not like coming with any baggage. Like, of course, yeah, he's definitely been injured, but he played 65 games last year for Washington, which on the Celtics he probably will I'm not saying take a lesser role, but maybe they'll minimize his minutes, not to to a certain extent, so that they can have him play more games past 65. But the year before that, he played 17. The year before that with Dallas, he played 34. The year before that, he played 43. So, yeah, it's been a while since he's played close to a full season. But last year, he averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. So, he's definitely going to help that team. Needless to say, and answer your question, Mitch. If you thought they were fine, they aren't, because they didn't win a championship. In order for you to be considered quote unquote fine, you probably have to win something. And they had the opportunities these past few years, and they just couldn't get over the hump. And maybe now they think with somebody with his stature, his ability to basically dominate down low, but also be a stretch from the three, maybe that'll help them, and it'll open up the floor a little bit more for their other guys like Tatum and now Brown, and then whoever else is there. So I like the move. I do. As a Raptor fan, I'm scared. You gotta play them down.
I'm right there with you.
For them, that made a lot of sense. That's a good move if he can stay healthy.
What up, TRL? I saw your tweet. You're mad that you didn't get Brogdon. He's mad that he didn't get Brogdon, but he got Bradley Beal. So
You got Beal.
you got Beal. I don't know why you're complaining. But for me, it's Blake Griffin. How many more years is he a free agent now? So if he is, he could just bounce, right?
Basically,
And they can work on the bench.
Yeah.
Somebody will sign him. Somebody will sign him because he's a veteran guy and he can do little things, probably to help someone. So it wouldn't surprise me if he went somewhere, especially someone who's looking for an extra body and they're chasing a championship, i.e., let's just say for argument's sake, Milwaukee. I could see, somebody like that, they need that body, during the season, play a few games, and then, maybe insert him during the playoffs, but he knows his role. He's not going to be a primetime player, and that's pretty much it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nicky, what do you think about the trade, man? I want to hear your thoughts on this.
So I think the two biggest winners of this, well, the Celtics won because they already have a good team there. Now they add Porzingis to the roster. This should definitely help them out. And, could put them in the mix possibly to finally get over the hump next season, which for Raptors, Sixers, and Knicks is concerning.
mm-hmm.
And then on the other side, the Clippers, they get a nice little piece as well, which could help out because you're not sure what type of future you're going to have with Kawhi and Paul George. And for the Wizards, you're in full-blown rebuild mode anyway, so what do you really have to lose at this point? Let's be real.
I mean, there's also the talk that they're going to trade Paul George. Yeah, they're going to trade Paul George. That's been the talk right now. Heavy talk about Paul George. You got to go. I don't know.
But
the Suns seem to take notes. Yep. I'm getting good votes.
And some people are already starting to suggest, Tobias back to the Clippers, but
don't even get me started on that.
Fred VanVleet's the guy to.
Fred VanVleet? Nicky?
Oh no. He's about to make a proclamation and YouTube's like, nope.
I hate when that happens, bro.
Right? You about to say something golden and then it's like,
nope, sorry.
Sorry.
I mean, hey, for me, if Paul George does get traded, like Miami, I guess.
Miami, you think? Yeah.
Miami, they got the most pieces right now. They didn't get Beal. So, can you imagine Butler, George, Adebayo? Well, I think Adebayo might be included in that. But it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. This trade is just like weird to me. I don't know why. It's just got this feeling. Call me out of left field. That's going to happen a lot, I guess. That's going to happen a lot.
Well, just clear indication that like somebody said before, the Washington is definitely open for business, and if anybody's willing to make a decent offer, they're willing to take.
Yeah. Daniel saying hi to Juice, and then wasn't there another trade that happened? Didn't Denver get more picks or something? They got more picks, I think, today. And speaking of picks, I think. What was it? There was one team that got the 30th pick in the trade.
Apparently Bruce Brown is hitting free agency. He declined his player option. There's that.
Yeah.
And the Denver Nuggets are trading the 2024 first round pick and 2023 40th pick to the Pacers. And they're getting the number 29 and the number 32.
All right. So
in this draft, second round.
So Denver is. They were making trades during the finals. I didn't know you could do that. What? They're really trying to run it back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really think they're going to get.
I don't know now with the fact that Bruce Brown is opted out. Like, is he's going to take her on a bigger role? Is he going to be paid more, or is he looking to go
he's going to get paid more. He's
Yeah.
going to get paid more from after what he did with
Yes.
Denver. He's
Yes.
definitely. I mean, he was what, 6 mil. So you
Yeah,
figure,
6.3.
yeah. So you figure, if he at least doubles that, minimum doubles that,
Yeah. He knows
somebody
his
will
worth. Look at him, right? You said, Coach, he knows his worth. He was a big cog in their championship run this year. Maybe not so much in the first round, but in the second, third, and then definitely in the championship, he definitely made his name known.
Exactly. So it's going to be
Good for
interesting
him.
to see who's going to make a play for him, because he's versatile. He can play pretty much 1 through 3. Did a little bit of guard, a little bit of 4 at certain times. He has the right temperament. He knows he doesn't have to be a scorer. Just come in, play defense. Do the little trash. Be a glue guy. That's the word. Be
Very
that glue guy
feisty.
for
Very
somebody. Exactly. So, and if you get anything offensively from him, then it's a benefit. So
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
I could care less about the draft.
Yeah, that's Daniel. I think his team's the Lakers. And speaking of Lakers, actually, I want to talk about this. They're basically the most interesting team going to this offseason. Look how many moves they have to make. Hachimura, are they going to keep him? Austin Reeves, are they going to keep him? Are they going to try to get Kyrie over there? I mean, to me, the Lakers are the most interesting team this offseason. I can't wait to see their first move. What do you think the Lakers would
Kyrie,
do?
for me, you have to bring back Reeves and Hachimura.
Yeah, that's the
I
first
mean,
thing. That's the first.
those are the, and then go from there. I mean, I understand the Kyrie, but what about D'Angelo Russell? Isn't he a free agent too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
D-Lo's a free agent. I think he's going to walk. I think
yeah,
he's going to walk.
I think
He's
he's
going to
going to
want.
walk. Yeah, so I mean, and there you go. But the Lakers, don't they have his bird rights, or he was traded mid
I think he was
year?
traded mid-season. It was during trade
Yeah,
deadline. So I don't think he
yeah.
has bird rights. If he does, then Westbrook is not going to the Knicks, Daniel.
Uh,
No.
no, and
No.
please,
Trying to Lonnie
I
Walker, the fifth too. Like that guy, that when they made the move for that guy as well, he was definitely a big piece for that off their bench as well. Even when it came to the defense, the kid can play a little bit of good defense. So that's another kid that I'm interested to see if they're going to lock up, because he's only 24 years old as well, and he's up for a contract as well. So he was the 18th overall pick by the Spurs in the 2018 draft. So when they gave him up, and they didn't get really much for him, but when they gave him up, I was really surprised. And he had some moments during the playoffs where he definitely shined. There was one game where he actually helped them win when he came off the bench. I think he scored 15 off the bench, and those were the 15 points that he needed. And there's a lot of talk, like Lonnie Walker could be a mainstay as a Laker. So you guys mentioned, Austin Reeves, Hachimura. I would throw in Lonnie Walker the fourth as well in there, or fifth, sorry. So yeah, you're right, Mitch.
And just LeBron has got, he's going to request somebody. LeBron is going to be like, I want that guy, and they're going to go right after him. I believe.
Yep, he runs the show.
Lid GM, people call it. Coach, you and NYG had a good conversation about this last night with general managers and the players wanting to play together. That was a great conversation there. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, it in the end, yeah, the players, the superstar player they can want this player, they can want that player, this or that. Bottom line is, if you're under contract, you don't make those decisions. You can suggest it, you can cry about it, make a big stink, and I'm this player, I'm that player. But in the end, that general manager, it's his damn job. If he does it, if he makes the trade or signs XYZ player because you want it and it fails, that player is not going to get the blame for it. It's going to be that general manager, and it's going to be his job. So me, if I'm the general manager, yes, okay, give me your input, give me your thoughts. But after that, that's about it. Don't tell me, oh, you need to get this player. You want to say I would like this player could help us because of this reason. I would like him for that. Great, no problem. I don't have a problem with a player giving certain players giving their input like that. But other than that, if the general manager says nope, I'm not going for him, go okay. It's the general manager's job. So and it's just as simple. When Bleacher Report is reporting something about the Lakers are interested in Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, possibly for the number 17 overall pick.
That would be a good move. I've been hearing everything with Buddy Hield today. Buddy Hield is probably. How many times are we going to hear about this, right? Like a certain player is going to be on the move, then it doesn't happen. It was, finally Bradley Beal gets traded. Like after all these years, he gets traded, and it's now just like it's Dame next. Everyone's like, "Oh, here's Dame Lillard. Is he gonna get traded? Or are they gonna trade the third overall pick and stuff like that?" It's just crazy at this point. For me, when it comes to like trades and free agency and stuff, more people, in my opinion, I think, or how do I say this? Like put more emotion into it than football because you get to see it like that. Maybe I'm wrong. So to me, it's just like more hype for the free agency and stuff for basketball than football.
Yeah, because I feel like free agency has bigger consequence than it does in the NFL. I mean, it has some consequence, but the draft is bigger consequence with the NFL, whereas like free agency plays a key role in the final rosters for the NBA.
Yeah.
You only have a certain amount of draft picks, whereas free agency makes up the rest. And that could be the difference between sneaking in the playoffs or possibly being contenders.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about it.
Hey, Blaze Radio, you want to pop in? I'll send you the link if you want to pop in, talk basketball for a bit. If you want to pop in. So,
like one of the things with like this big three is like with the Miami Heat, the reason it worked because they had depth as well.
yes,
You had,
exactly.
what was it, Eddie Jones, was it? You had Ilgauskas was still solid. He had chemistry with LeBron. Then eventually got Ray Allen, Rashad Lewis. Not at their peaks, but they could still fill the gap as role players. So they also had depth too. That's why they were so good with that big three.
You can't forget about Shane Battier, part of that team as well. A lot of people just don't talk about Shane Battier. I just don't know why. He was my favorite player on that team. Like, I love Shane Battier. His defense, his shooting from the corner. Like, no one talks about Battier. It's just like
I love Eddie Jones. I love Eddie.
Yeah. So, where do the Phoenix Suns go from here? Where do they go from here? Who are they gonna get? Like for their backups, they missed up on Brogdon. I don't know. Oh, cool, Blaze, I got you. I'll send you the link right now. But maybe you guys know something. Maybe the Suns could trade for a backup bench, like somebody. What's next for the Suns, Nicky? If you want to take reign on that,
I think some possible options is try to re-sign T.J. Warren to at least have a piece coming off the bench. And maybe also try to eye Seth Curry from the Suns' perspective. Those are two players I'd have in mind for them to give them some depth.
Yeah.
Terrence Ross.
Who's their starting point guard?
Campaign.
It's Payne.
Who?
Cameron Payne.
Okay.
I mean, they could like trade for. You know what? I've been thinking about this a lot. Maybe they could buy back or get back Chris Paul if the Wizards buy him out. Can you imagine that? If the Wizards buy him out, then he just goes right back to Phoenix.
I don't know, the way he was sent out with no one texting him or letting him know, and his son telling him on a plane ride home, by the way, Dad, you were just traded to the Washington Wizards. I doubt it feels like he's kind of welcome there. And also the fact that apparently Isaiah Thomas and Matt Ishbia have been like buddy behind closed doors. And then he kind of like threw that out there in like a little bit of a cryptic tweet as well, being like, this guy is also telling him behind scenes how to run this stuff. So, I mean, I doubt he'll ever be back in a Suns uniform, Mitch. I hate to say it, but honestly, I see him joining either the Lakers or the Clippers on a vet minimum. That's honestly where I see him going. Those two teams, to be honest.
Clippers and who?
Clippers and Lakers.
Lakers, yeah. if he goes to the Lakers, it's just like he will make not Anthony Davis. If they keep Rory Hachimura, that would help him so much. If he gets a true point guard like that. Yeah. It's crazy, man, the whole CP3 thing. I didn't know that about the whole tweets or whatever. Like behind closed doors.
Yeah. I've been like reading and kind of like keeping up to date on all this stuff a little bit now that every time I hear Raptors name attached to something, I gotta read it. And I came across it and I was like, oh, he's not too happy about this. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Question: do you guys think Max or Maxi, he will ever be a 30-point scorer or shooter? I do not think he's only gonna be like a 20-point scorer. He's driving guys, and if that's the case, I would trade him. You would trade Maxi? What? Unless I read it wrong.
No such question. Do you guys think Max he will ever be a 30-point shooter, or do you think he's gonna be a 20-point shooter? And if that's the case, I would trade him. No, yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
If it's Maxi he's talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be Maxi. It's gotta be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
he
would
really
not
wants
trade
Trey
him.
Young. He wants Trey Young so bad.
He really wants Trey Young, but honestly, Nick Nurse is a perfect coach for Maxi right now. I believe that Maxi could take the next leap. Like, he averaged 20 points per game this year. So if he could put it up to like 25, 26, along with Joel Embiid getting like 29, that's scary to think about. That's really scary to think about.
Plus, you guys got Rico Hines, and Rico Hines is really good with player development. Look how great Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, shoot OG Anunoby even. Look how good they've come along through the Raptors system through the 905 up to the big boys league and can produce. So with Rico Hines, he's going to definitely maximize and minimize Maxi's good and bad traits, and I could definitely see I could see him probably averaging 27 this year, something like that.
Yeah, that'll be huge. Nicky, what do you think about that? Is that like around the ballpark you have for Maxi?
Like, what was that again?
Like what halftime we're saying here. Do you think he'll be like a 30-point per game scorer? Where do you think Maxi's gonna range in points per game?
I think possibly mid to high 20s.
Chad.
Mid to high 20s, yeah. Yeah, he's driving home, guys. He was using his voice like text to speech. Yeah. And that did not work out too well. Yeah. Some smartphones are not so smart halftime.
Right.
Yeah. So, Coach, what do you have to say about what halftime had to say with this 30-point per game shooter?
You wouldn't trade him right now, especially if you have a new coach coming in, because you don't know what this coach is going to be able to do. I mean, new coaching staff. So, you want to see now. What do you get if you are going to make a trade? What are you getting? Because you just don't trade someone just to trade them. You have to find, what is the market value for him? Now you're telling me you're going to get something better than him, then I'm sorry, you trade him.
Yeah.
But right now, no. I mean, like you said, Nick Nurse is coming in. Let's see what you have. Let's see how you can help him and develop him, and then you take it from there.
And by the way, Randy, there's NBA Central just tweeted Grant Williams likely in Boston. It's likely coming to an end. So his time is low.
And like Coach said too, Coach even called it as well, said that he saw that he was at a
New York Liberty game.
Basketball game, Lynx game, I think it was. Yeah.
No, New York Liberty, yeah.
Liberty.
So where would Grant Williams go? Yeah, what's up, Spongy? What is up? Hopefully your friend's okay. His friend got hit by a car a couple days ago. Has a broken arm, but hopefully everything's okay, Spongy. Hopefully everything's okay.
I see him going to Jeff's team. I could see him landing maybe with the Brooklyn Nets. What better than have him potentially play power forward? You have Claxton at the 5, and then you have Bridges play the shooting guard. I don't know who's their point guard. But then
Dinwiddie?
there's a good
Right
start
now,
right there.
right now, I think it's even though the most Nets fans that I know they don't want him is Dinwiddie, and then
Dinwiddie.
right now they're looking about Cam Johnson if they can bring him back at the small forward.
There you go. There you
All
go.
right. Yeah, they gotta keep Cam. They have to keep Cam.
Here's another rumor on Bleacher Report. The Mavs and the Hawks are reportedly at an impasse regarding a potential trade involving their first round picks at number 10 and 15. Dallas wants Clint Capella to be included in the trade.
They want Capella.
Yeah, that makes sense because on my mock draft, I have them taking Duke Lively from Duke, the center, at 10. So that makes a lot of sense if they get Capella there. That would be great if they
So
get
does that
him.
mean does that end the era of Dwight Powell then, or
It's gotta be. Dwight Powell's gonna have to be included in that trade, I think. So it's like center for center. Unless, can you imagine if they do Luka for Trey again?
no?
I know they're not gonna do it, but that would be funny.
Mm-mm.
That would be
Breaking
funny.
up.
Huh? What, Nicky?
Your audio was breaking up.
Was I breaking up, Randy?
I don't think so.
A
Might
little
just be
bit.
I think it's your connection, Nicky. I think you're about to be disconnected again.
Are you
Anyway, yeah.
it's the rain.
Hawks open to trading number 2 pick.
What's up, Cole?
Would you
Come
think
back in, Nicky, whenever you're ready.
number 2 pick?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through Bleacher Report. It says Hornets are open to trading the number 2 pick.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, the whole draft starts at number 2 because
Yeah.
Mr. Wemby starts at number 2.
Yeah, it's true. We all know. We all knew who the Spurs were taking. So yeah,
I mean, we
you're
knew
right.
for like 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
we just
It was
knew.
just a matter of who was taking them, right? That was the only question.
Yeah. Can you imagine if the Rockets had him at 1? Then James Harden would definitely be back there. He would definitely want to be back there.
Oh my god.
And Michael Jordan is
Imagine
making a
Hornets landed
decision.
him.
Nicky, whenever you're ready, you can just pop in.
You think? Here's a question for you: if the Hornets landed the first overall pick, do you think Michael Jordan sells the team?
He already did. He's selling
He
his
already
stake.
Yeah.
did.
No,
He
but
already sold-
exactly. That's what I'm saying. But if the Hornets were to
if,
have landed
wait.
the first overall pick, do you think he would have ended up selling this team? Because he sold the team after
Yeah.
they found out already that they had the second pick, and he was like,
No,
but to get a Victor Wembanyama on your team, I don't think Michael Jordan's making that sale. Honestly, the sales would go up. I think more people would want to come play for the Charlotte Hornets versus maybe going somewhere else, especially after his first year. If he does succeed and doesn't have a Chet Holmgren situation, please don't. But
right.
yeah, man.
I don't know. He made a $3.25 billion
Investment.
profit.
comeback.
A profit. Yeah. So I mean, no one player. I don't care who it is.
I get it.
I mean,
maybe
200
a cause for concern. Maybe a pause at one point, being like,
yeah, that I'll give you. But when you sit there and you look at your bank account, $3.25 million, that's Richard. You know what? And he's still able to be involved with the team, if I'm understanding correctly. So I mean, like right now, they're saying he's going to make the decision on number 2. So shut up. He's going to make the decision on the number 2 overall draft pick. So, and the team is sold. So I mean, he's still involved. So,
okay,
Yeah.
it's just a thought. All I'm thinking, just a thought.
I was actually thinking about Randy.
no, I get it.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, if they get Victor, right? I told my dad, whenever the Spurs come here, that's the game I'm going to. I just want to go see that guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've been watching him for years, so it'll be the first time.
Let's hope he's not on a minute restriction when he shows up to Philly.
Here's the funny thing, though. I was watching Jason Reddick's podcast, and he played every single game this year, including the playoffs, Wembanyama. So that's going to be a huge change whenever Popovich go like, yeah, you're saying now, bud. It's just like,
Yeah.
Ooh.
yeah,
Enjoy the
he played
band.
Ooh.
What?
Whoa.
But here's an interesting question, though. Do you think Popovich has lost touch in recent years with the current times, and that might play a factor? Because a lot of the good players the Spurs have all left in the past 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but it has worked. It has worked whenever he won the championship. Kawhi, perfect example. Duncan. I'm just saying it worked. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He could be out of touch. He could be, and
But he also lost Kawhi too. And
well, yeah, Kawhi just was he? No, you traded for him, right, Randy? You traded for Kawhi.
Yeah, we traded for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
and
not like
John
he actually.
Murray, so it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah, they lost Dante too. Yeah. Yeah,
So
and then they
what's
lost
going
Lonnie
on?
Walker. They shipped out Lonnie Walker as well. So
yeah.
yeah.
They're shipping out everybody. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Nicky, that guy who I made a reaction video on, he made another
Right.
video on DeJounte Murray.
really, what did he say?
I didn't watch it.
You're like, I can't.
I can't. I'm done. He won his actual
Portland.
team.
Portland
Oh
is
my
not
God, he
trading
wants
Dame right
everybody.
now.
It's like
Yeah. Coach, what was that?
Portland right now is shutting down all trade talks about Dame Lillard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woj, you saw that, right? Woj was
I saw
talking
that.
about that on. Okay,
I saw that.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I mean, Lillard is staying. He's going to spend his whole career there, and it's wasting his career. It's a big debate right now. Do you honestly think being in Portland ruins Damian's career? Do you
No.
think it ruins his career or no?
No.
It
To be
ruins
honest with
his
you,
opportunity at a championship, that is for sure.
yeah, that it can do, yes. But as far as his career, no. It enhances it if you want to think about it, because hey, what's one of the biggest? What's one thing that you don't see nowadays? A player playing his whole career in one location.
loyalty.
Yeah. So I mean that's that would be a big plus. Okay, yeah, he didn't win a championship per se, but if he stayed and he wants to stay there, and realistically, when you think about it, he's from Oakland, which is not that far from Portland per se, which to me is making sense why he wants to stay there. He's a West Coast guy. He wants to stay there. So whoa, yeah, Blaze, you just got me with that. Chasing the background.
Something was on the front. There was some shit on the front. I'm sorry if I'm cussing. There's some stuff right on the front right here. I was like, what's wrong with my camera? It's a brand new camera. How's everybody doing? Who's pumped for the
Yeah,
draft,
we saw the
baby?
yacht. I saw the yacht. I
excited.
saw the yacht. Nice try. That was a flex. I got you. All right.
Okay, poop head. I like busting your balls. I love your shorts, by the way. All in fun. If I'm making fun and joking with you, I like it. But you came out saying, "What's up, poop heads?" And it sounds like you saying, "What's up, poop head?" And I loved it. I love it.
Yeah.
I see you take a pause now when you do it. I caught that. But your shorts are great. I learned from a lot of your shorts. I mean, you guys, especially you, Nicky, you as well. You three putting out those shorts. That's where I get a lot of my news from. And you guys out there should as well. I mean, it's a great source. I'm
really
pumped
is.
about the draft, man. I can't wait.
I can't wait
here.
either. So I want to ask you, Blaze, is Damian Lillard being in Portland, is that ruining his career?
They're gonna have to make some decisions and put some people around him. I mean, they haven't. Tell me names that they've surrounded him with to try to make a team up there. And I'm not talking about big three or so. I'm talking about bench. I'm talking about role players. I'm talking about a big guy he can feed the ball to spread the offense a little more. I was hoping he'd go somewhere else, man. I really was. Because I was looking. A lot of times you go to a different coach, a different atmosphere. Not that he needs to get better, but he could really take a team to a championship the way he plays. I mean, he could be unstoppable in some of those games. So I'm kind of disappointed in that, but I don't know. Is it just me, or is free agency really exciting right now upon the draft?
It really is.
And I looked into last year's draft. In the first round, there was 2 G League guys drafted. This year, I think we might get 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to do some research. I mean, and Coach might remember the Thompson Twins as a band back in the day. There was an old 80s band called the Thompson Twins. Now we're talking about I mean, some of you guys might know too. The 80s, there was a group called the Thompson Twins. And now we're talking about the 2 guys coming up from the G League that are going to be amazing. They probably go top 10.
They're going. One's going to go 4 to the Rockets, and one's going to go 7 to the Magic, around that area.
See, I was looking at a couple mocks today because I'll be honest. Normally, I watch college basketball with a passion. This year, I didn't as much. So a lot of these players, besides some of the big names, of course, Wembanyama, Grady Dick, we know Randy likes Dick, and so forth. He's a great shooter. I mean, you got a good shooter coming in. But some of these players, I had to do a little more research for. No, unpause. But my question is, I've seen, we all know Vic's going first, but I've seen Brandon Miller and Scoot Henderson flip-flop 2 and 3. So you guys have a take on who? I mean, I love Scoot Henderson. I think he's a baller in all assets. So I think he'd go anywhere. But would he go to Portland? Him and Lillard in the backcourt, maybe? I don't know.
I have Brandon Miller going to the Hornets. That's me at 2.
CBS does. So does Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Apparently, he had his second visit. Him and Scoot Henderson, and apparently out of the two, Brandon Miller actually elevated his play up a bit more than Scoot Henderson, and so they're apparently really pleased with Brandon Miller, the Charlotte Hornets. So I think they're gonna, like Mitch, I think they're gonna take him.
You know who my comparison is for Brandon Miller? Randy, I think I told you this. Paul George from Indiana. That's his comparison right there. I love Brandon Miller, man. Brandon Miller is the guy. And by the way, halftime, we're not trading Tyrese Maxey. I don't know what you could get.
Maxey's a star, man. Maxey's a star.
I don't want to trade him, but if I could get him for, you get one.
He's the man.
Halftime. He's like one Trae Young.
He's a star.
That's who
Maxey's a star.
He wants Trae Young. That's it.
I want Trae Young to get a haircut. That's what I want Trae Young to do. Shave that stuff. What do you guys know about this guy from Houston, Jarace Walker, 250 pounds? What do you guys know about him?
Oh, I like him a lot.
That's a big boy.
He's my sleeper. He's one of my under. Not a lot of people are talking about.
I mean, that's the opposite of what you got in Wembanyama and what we had with Chet Holmgren last year. Real skinny, real tall, need to put on weight. That dude, you know, we saw Zion was one that was heavy when he came in, and that's a whole other story. That's a whole other bag of tricks.
And then Zion ripping through the shoes.
I think he's going to end up with the
Knicks.
I
have him going to the Pacers. I have him
going
to the Pacers.
Coach don't like
No. Look, I have a video that I'm going to be making about because I read an article. All I can say is I'm ready to rip this journalist for the article because it's completely asinine. Everything that he's talking about. I mean, I will say this. He's talking about a big 4 for the Knicks.
That's what you need nowadays. There's a lot of big 3s out there. I think you need a big 4 or big 5, like 5 all-stars if you're going to have a real big anything.
I'll just say this. If you read the article, you say, oh, no, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It depends on who they are, too.
Is it kind of like the guy I keep on reacting to? It's the same.
I'm trying real hard. Go ahead, Randy.
Isn't the article Karl Anthony Towns on your team alongside I'm trying to remember. I saw some names. I think I might have seen the article and I was like, there's no freaking way in hell a team's gonna make that trade.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, you're Randy. I think that's the article.
You guys ran like another 2 all-stars. I'm like, you're not. No one's gonna like my. If I had a child that was 1 year old, he would still be like, nah. He would say, nah. Like, no one in your mind would make that trade. Like, oh yeah, no. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this.
No, oh my gosh, it had me so fired up, man, because I was just like, what the this is stupid. This is a journalist who just really is writing that because he just wants the Knicks to crash and burn. That's really all it boils down to, because when you go through and you look at everything, anybody with any sense of basketball acumen would say that, first of all, there's no way it could get done. Second of all, you really destroying the Knicks because the big 4 with what you're doing.
What's the luxury tax? Oh,
the danger in that is money and your bench. You can't sacrifice your bench to get superstars because number 2, what if those superstars don't mesh?
Yes.
Phoenix right now.
It's
Phoenix.
And
Yeah.
the biggest thing is we're talking about Zion. So exactly, you're hitting it right on. Look, I love Zion when he was coming out of Duke. I mean, the kid, but we all said the same thing. You know, the weight issues, and I'm a big dude. I understand, but I also know with weight playing basketball, it's not football.
yeah.
You're jumping up and down, and what is it going to do? It's really going to impact your knees more than anything. And for me, as a Knicks fan, as much as we talked about it last night, Mitch. Remember, I, Julius Randle for Zion straight up, and I'm like, no,
No, I said no to that.
I can't. Not as much as he may be younger. You know, he may have more power, but in terms of basketball skill, as much as I kill Julius, and anybody knows I kill him. Nah, I can't make that trade. I can't because Zion has a show. He's played 29 games or something like that over the past few years.
Total.
Health is
I
such
think
a
in
problem.
total I think in total it's 114 out of 314 games he's played. So like he's missed 200 games.
Exactly.
Trying not to give up on him and Ja. They're young. I keep on saying, you
Yeah.
said it, Coach. He's a kid. They're young. I mean, they're
Yeah.
making mistakes right now. I mean, and when Zion's in shape, he's not as
Yeah.
big. He looks cut, but it's staying. I don't know his situation. He got to stay in shape, and both of them got to get their head right.
Well,
Yeah.
Zion needs to get rid of that woman, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
God.
time she turns, every time
Keep in
she
your
turns-
pants, Zion. Keep in your pants.
Yo, it's hilarious. Look. We
Quit spitting in
I
mouth.
get it. They make that money. You got the groupies. You know, if you ever saw the movie, was it the movie Eddie with
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg, where
Yeah.
you know they're talking about you got groupies downstairs, right down the hall, and the bold ones are coming right up to your door and knock on it, and that's true. So I get it. You got it being thrown. But number one, strap up. Let's be real. Let's be real. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Nick
I don't mean
Cannon.
to
No,
offend
you're
anybody,
good,
but
man. You're good.
but I mean, look, you protect yourself because what they're trying to do, let's be real, they're trying to trap you because they see your money. That's the truth. And if you get them pregnant or you get caught in a compromising position, and this is what this chick is doing, she's trying to get some type of notoriety as a former adult entertainment artist. Hey, look, you left it alone. I get it, but still, that's on your resume. So, and hello, young lady, if you didn't know, all Zion wanted to do was smash. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Hello,
Yeah,
just wanted to smash. So, keep it going. So, Zion, yeah, at least be smart about it, bro, because I think most of them do it, not all. Most of them do it, and you don't hear about it like this.
These
No.
are kids that have been treated like kings and gods for the past 10 years
Yeah.
of their lives. High school,
Yeah.
college, they get everything they want. They get any woman they want. They get all the food, all the money, anything they want.
Right.
And I think Deion Sanders said it best. I saw an interview with him in Colorado where he said, when you come to the pro, you come to college, you want to go to the pros, those kids, those friends you had, they're gone.
Yes.
The way you used to live, it's gone. You have to drop it. You have to move on. You have to mature quickly. And I loved hearing that from Deion. These kids got to realize that. And I know they got when you go to the NBA, you go to the NFL, they have these classes where they try to teach you that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To stay away from the wrong people, keep your dick in your pants and all that good
But
stuff.
not everyone's going to listen.
But no, they're going to be kids. They're still young. But I'm still hoping Ja and Zion can pull together and have great careers because I got a bunch of their rookie cards.
Hey, I got a rookie card
Yeah,
too.
because they're great
I
players.
tell you right now, I'd take Joe on the Raptors any day. Honest to God, I would.
I would take
His
him on his pictures.
His talent is like
If he
my,
could keep
like
himself together, I would take him.
Yes,
I will say
halftime,
this.
I would take Ja over Trae Young.
I will say this about Ja, yes, because Ja's talent is amazing.
yes.
And if any team, hello Memphis, you better surround him with a good, support staff that you can help
Vets.
control. to be there for him, because I saw that, he did another video where he took another gun,
Yep.
but it was a lighter,
Lighter.
and he was showing that it was a
Yeah.
lighter, and it's like, hello, you're not getting it, whether
Yeah.
it's a toy gun, a lighter or not. It is
Right.
the perception. Perception is reality, and then you're doing this whether you want to accept it or not. You are a role model. So what are you telling to these young kids that are out there? Hello, that's the point of so many debates about gun restrictions and so on and so forth, because they're ending up in young kids' hands, and that's what you're trying to get away from. Leave it in the responsible adults who know how to properly use a gun, protect it, and so on and so forth. You don't go around brashing it. My dad was in the service, and he always told me that you don't brandish a gun, you don't play with a gun. It is a weapon. It is used to destroy and to kill. Bottom line. So if you're going to have it in your hand and you're going to pull it out, you better be ready to take another person's life. Period. And if you're not ready, and John Morant, bro, you better grow up, because you run into the wrong area, somebody's going to test you. They're going to test you,
Yeah.
and they're gonna step up to you and pull out their piece and see, bro. You got that money, yo. Hire freaking security. We see it all the time.
Ask Plaxico Burress about using a gun.
Oh God! Yeah. As a Giant fan, that hurt.
Steeler too. He was a Steeler too, bro.
Yeah. So it's like,
No, he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, man. I remember the Plaxico. I hated to see him leave, but then that happened, and you're like, "What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?"
You sound
Yeah,
like my
you guys
dad, because
want
my
to win the
dad's a
Super Bowl
Steelers fan.
that season.
Yes, exactly. So
Well, we got
that's the
AB and
thing.
Levy on too. I could talk about for hours too, but this is a basketball podcast.
Days of our Steelers.
But that's the point with these guys, John Morant, and we're talking about Zion earlier. They need to learn from the past. Plain and simple. You have the world in your hands, and it's not hard to. I mean, you wanna get street cred with these dudes or your boys or whatever the case may be. Yo, bro, you losing right now. You're not playing 25 games, and I think he's going to be losing $50 million. Bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the only setback he has like that. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, like you said, doing more videos, but you got to think at this point he has enough people in his ear now saying you cannot let this happen again.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Exactly. And that's where you take transition being young to, you got to really grow up now, man. You got to grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the reality. It's and I would say, if you had a strong father figure, and I don't know his dad, they seem to have a great relationship. But if he was my son, man, I'd smack him upside his head so fast. Yo, bro, first and foremost, you are killing family money. That's the first thing.
There's the world in his hands.
Second of all, it's then you transition to Travis Rudolph, his situation where you have people coming up to your door with guns. It's like, yo, and your family. So if he's my son, I'm smacking him. Yo, you're putting the family in jeopardy because somebody could come knocking at our door. Yo, bro, seriously, this is real life. This is not the NBA. This is not, hanging out on the streets and drinking beer or whatever, talking trash with your people. Yo, it's reality, and you can get somebody hurt. You play a kid's game for money. I mean, how many of us, if we had that ability, would kill to do that? To just travel the world, play basketball. Oh my gosh, man! And you're great at it, yo. Seriously, man, screw that. What's up, Randy?
To answer your question, Coach, his father is actually one of his I hate to say it, one of his groupies in a sense. He's always by his side. On the sidelines, flashing with the nice jewelry, the fancy glasses, the nice outfits, all brand name and stuff. But then, like you said, where's that father figure when he's doing this stuff? Take him aside, my dad used to grab me by the goddamn ear and boom. You act like that, you're gonna be a real man when you get older because you know it's like getting smacked in the face. So like you said, someone's going to test him and it's going to be a bad outcome. So he needs to get somewhere where he can get help, but also still be the player he wants to be. So, like, I don't know, but
Right.
Blaze, you made that great point about Dion, man. Those people, they need to be gone.
But see,
and go ahead, bro.
It's each player is a business. All these it's one thing we've totally, we lose in translation. Each player has a group of people around them that make money from them making money. Their agents, their finance people, their trainers, their family. So they make a mistake. They're not just affecting them, like Coach just mentioned. They're affecting all the people that work for them, with them, around them, that they want to support. So it's like, you got to think people are ready to choke both of these dudes and say, shape up and make a difference. One thing I wanted to ask, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but this three-way trade with Kristaps Porzingis. I read your mind. What is it done? Is it going to happen? What do you guys think about it?
It's done. Yeah.
I love the unicorn when he was dope. Now, I don't know if he got anything left in him. I hope. Who knows?
He did 24 points a game last year, so there's something there. There's
65 games.
So who do you guys think won that trade? Who got the best out of that trade, do you guys think? Boston? It's tough.
It really
I know
is.
Brogdon on the Clippers, that really helps them a lot. Like that.
Brogdon was doing so well too, man.
Really nice.
That's what I was looking at too.
But why shake the tree? I say this about the Heat too. Why shake the tree? Boston and Miami made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Why mess with a formula works? You might be one piece away from. Good.
I think one of the issues, because we talked about it earlier, is Grant Williams.
Yeah.
I saw that Grant Williams earlier, a couple weeks ago, was it 2 weeks ago? He was at a Nets game. I mean, not a Nets game. He was at a Liberties game with Mikal Bridges, and they were sitting side by side, buddy. So, is it possible that Boston knows that he's going to be leaving? So you still want another power forward in a sense, which makes a whole lot of, which does help them. And then don't forget, what's his name is I forgot how old he is. He's like 100 years old. Al Horford.
Al Horford.
The Sixers legend.
Al been around forever. But those are those vets that you need. You talked about the Grizzlies. I heard they might get Harrison Barnes. I mean, he's beyond his time, but that's someone who can maybe help the youth in Memphis.
That would be big.
And I look at this free agent list, man. It is amazing who's out there to bounce around.
It's
players, yeah.
It starts next Friday.
I can't see Sacramento letting him go with what they went through this past year, because he was a key piece. He was, like you're talking about, Blaze. You need that veteran leadership. There he is. So if Memphis got him, wow, there's that piece that we were just talking about. There you go.
Memphis is young. They got a bunch of young, great players, but I don't think they have those couple vets that can help them stay out of trouble and know what it takes to be the longevity of a good career.
They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't.
And what enough? And I hate to say it, but what he could still play a little bit of defense, but he's an upgrade over what's his name there? It's going to be gone now. Loudmouth.
Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks. That's it. Yeah.
I read today that he's probably going to stay there, and I don't know how they can keep him there after this year.
They're not. They're not. They already said like a month ago that they don't want him back at all.
No.
They already said
there's all kinds of bad reporting out there. You guys know that.
No, that was Woj.
No, that I said that Dillon was supposedly going to be gone.
Yeah.
And then the Sixers are picking up. Sixers got an all-star team coming in, right, Mitch? They're getting all the free agents, according to some people.
That guy just made a video. That guy just made a video wanting DeJounte Murray.
Who's next? I mean, you got to worry about your bench when you're doing shit like that. I said it
That's
before.
why I make reaction videos to that guy.
You guys are getting DeRozan for your bench. You guys are probably getting Bogdanovich for your bench. You're probably you're getting everybody watch. Yeah.
I'm just as excited for free agent than I am.
The 76ers are looking into Mitchell Carter-Williams.
Mitchell, you got a good name. You got a good first name.
Yeah. It's Michael Carter-Williams, and there's no way he's coming back. Dillon Brooks started learning Chinese a month ago, bruh.
Hey, You could go over there and make money. Some people have already proved that. Look at Dwight
Yeah.
Howard over there.
Yep.
That is true.
And according to some people over there, they want more to come over to hang out with them. So I don't blame
Dwight
them.
Howard.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard. He's like Ben
He's
Simmons.
recruiting
Come over here.
everybody.
I love those.
That's a
videos.
great place for Ben Simmons, to be honest. Go ahead over
He's
there.
working out again.
Talk about, man, I don't want to say Ryan Leaf type flop or Jamarcus Russell type flop, but my goodness, the potential he had.
All I know is I remember when he came out and he was playing with y'all initially. He was good.
He was good.
And
They were Magic Johnson comparisons.
and I don't know what. Well, I have my beliefs. I believe that the Sixers fans got into his head and scared the bejesus out of him, and it took his confidence. So, and no disrespect, but if that's the case, then that's a player who does not belong in Philly, does not belong in New York, does not belong in a DC area, because these areas will chew you up and spit you out. That's someone who needed to be in Utah, someplace like that.
Yeah. You want to
Send him up to Portland with Dame.
Yeah. Here's something interesting though. I remember seeing this news article that LeBron James trained Ben Simmons, right? And Kobe Bryant trained Jason Tatum, all these guys. I mean, now you just look at LeBron with Ben Simmons. Like, what have you done?
Man.
Oh, you talked to see. That's who Ben Simmons should have learned from is Kobe Bryant, because I retweeted a story that he was talking about in terms of.
You got that?
Where is it? And you know what, Mitch? I'm gonna send it to you. I have it right now. You can.
What up, Google? Jalen freaking Hurts.
What's up?
All right,
Mitch
yeah.
Kowalski's in the building. While he's doing that, do you guys know anything about this other kid from France? I guess he was one of Webby's players, Bilal.
Yeah.
Koulibaly or whatever he's supposed to go late.
Yes, he's gonna. I forget where I have him going to.
We have him 12th to Oklahoma City on this one.
Yeah. Oklahoma
Do you know anything about? I mean, is he he's 6'8", 194.
Yeah, he's got the highest ceiling because we don't really know much about him.
Yeah.
So to me, he's got the highest ceiling. Talk to you. Yep. See you after the huddle. See you, man.
I shouldn't be learning about these draft picks the day before the damn draft, but
I've been watching videos all day. I've been reading articles all day.
Well, there's guys like Brandon Miller at Alabama, Cam Whitmore, Villanova. We've seen some of them. We've seen them, but
Whitmore.
They have Whitmore going 4th here to Houston.
I'm sorry.
Did I miss something, Coach?
No. It's Giants Twitter because everyone is going off against Kadarius Toney. So,
For the middle finger.
Yes. It's some of the responses.
Sorry, that was funny.
No, I get it. I mean, I just let him have it.
Yeah,
so,
no eyebrows.
Thank you. Yeah, no eyebrows.
You guys walking around like that. I didn't realize until Coach mentioned it. I looked, I'm like,
yeah, I was like, did he shave his eyebrows or something? It's just some of the responses are hilarious, though. I have to admit. So, but he's like, this is for New York. I got a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Kenny freaking Pickett.
No, but you got the freaking Hurts. We won't try to take freaking from you.
No, yeah. So, but Mitch, I sent you the what you called about Kobe. So if you wanted to,
yeah, I'll do that after the mock draft. Yeah,
that's something that guys, the athletes really need to hear seriously. Because. And these are guys, even Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. This is stuff that they need to hear when it talks about being mentally tough. I mean, that's the reality.
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks, because a lot of these guys today, they're not mentally tough, man. They want to, they want to chase the girls. They want to be recognized and loved and kissed. But realistically, why are you playing sports? You're chasing championships. The NBA is about chasing championships, and for everything,
media fame.
Go ahead.
With mentally tough is what it actually means. a lot of them say the stuff like, you push through it, even though it hurts, you push through it and all some stuff. I say, yeah, that sounds good, but that's not actually how I view mental toughness. So like mental toughness means when you're going through a really tough time, your body's sore, whatever the case may be. I can't get through this particular thing, right? To me, being mentally tough means you can take your mind someplace else and concentrate on that other thing to the point where the thing that was bothering you is no longer a focus and you don't feel it anymore. If they could define what
that's the point. These guys they're not equipped to handle that, man. They're falling into all these traps. That's what Blaze knows what we're talking about, because that's what we grew up on a lot of times as athletes. That's how you were raised, Randy, when you played football. That's how you were raised. Nowadays it's football. You limit the hitting because of CTE, and I get it, but it's also it's made players softer. In basketball,
they've taken it way too far.
Well, back then we couldn't take 3 steps or jab steps and gather steps and European steps and step backs and
exactly. And now it's like now you get caught up in situations like this. John Morant, like we just talked about. All right, the first time, all right, fine. You got your 8-game suspension. You got to be mentally tough. You don't put yourself in that situation again 2 months freaking later, and now you're getting suspended 25 games. Personally speaking, I think it should have been a whole year, but that's me.
They think they're untouchable. They think they're untouchable, Coach. That's the problem. They think they've been handed everything.
Exactly.
Coach Kobe, I love that Kobe clip. Let me add, and this is for everybody actually. Kobe was a genius as far as a basketball mind, or as Randy would say, a hoop head. And do you guys think he would have ended up being an NBA coach someday?
Yes.
You think he would have stayed on and tried to be a coach?
No. Not an NBA coach. Not an NBA.
Okay.
WNBA. I think he was going to the WNBA. At minimum, he would have. He was coach's daughter, really be involved there. I mean, Sabrina Ionescu, the things that he did with her mentally to help her gain.
True.
So I think he was, and he wanted to bring the women's game up and almost make it on par with the men's game, make it fair across the board, because the women, for me, are fundamentally sound. Definitely. They play the game the way it's really supposed to be played for the most part. And you don't see the dunks and consistent three-pointers. They work to get the open 3-pointers. I mean, My Liberty are leading the league in assists, and I think they're close to like 25 to 30 a game. I mean, that's crazy when you think about assists, and I think that's where Kobe was headed. With Gianna, and I think he would have coached, or maybe not coached, but maybe been an owner of a WNBA team.
Owner, yeah. He's a brilliant mind, man. I want to ask Randy a question. Randy, your Raptors got number 13. Who do you want? Who do you think they're going to take, and who do you want?
Casey Wallace from Kentucky. If he's available, Casey Wallace. But if he's not, I wouldn't mind either.
I thought you wanted Grady Dick.
I've seen a couple places have you that guy from Indiana, Jalen Hood Schifino, and I've seen Jet Howard from Michigan. Do you like either of those?
Yeah, yes and no. If Fred Van
What's your biggest need up there? What's the biggest need? What's your biggest need up there?
And that point guard, and that's why I want Casey Wallace. Yeah,
good stuff. I dig it. That's
we really, Delano Banton really hasn't really shown much. He kind of turns the ball over and I feel like he gets lost. Malachi Flynn, that project really hasn't worked out too well. He's proven to play good ball when the NBA season's not on, and he's playing street ball with people. But overall, I think he would come in and already solidify the number 1 role just based on his merit versus these guys. And that's just because my new coach, Darko, let's go. I feel like he's gonna want a ball dominant point guard, and Casey Wallace from Kentucky is that guy.
Yeah. Yep. So let's actually get started with the mock draft here, since we're already talking about it.
I want Grady Dick. But I want Grady Dick because he can throw it.
All right. Yeah.
He wants that dick.
Just because he can throw it. I love it.
I'm sorry, I got
Or
this.
Cody
I'm a
Buffkin.
ballpark.
Buffkin's not bad.
Oh,
Buffkin's not
Buffkin, I
bad.
have him going to the Thunder. I got
Let
Buffkin
me
going to the Thunder.
let me ask y'all a question though. In terms of this, in terms of these potential rookies, am I crazy when I think that Victor Theory, whatever his name is really not going to be all as everyone is making him out to be? And that I really think it's going to be either Miller or Henderson who's going to be way better than him in the long run.
I think it might take Wembanyama a couple years, but I mean, he has that just untapped talent that we haven't seen. 8-foot wingspan. He can do a little bit of everything. We've seen some of it in other people, but it's real tough. I do think Scoot, like you said, Scoot and Brandon Millen could affect their teams a lot quicker.
Maybe that's what it is. I mean, I guess also as a Knicks fan, let me preface this or say this the right way, because I've seen a tall guy who can come in and shoot the rock and have some, mobility and can move the ball in Porzingis, and I guess that's my concern because
Yeah, good point.
and then last year with what's his name with OKC,
Chet
going out because he's so slight a build. That's my concern, and through history we always see these tall guys always end up having lower extremity issues somewhere down the line, whether
Look
it's
at
the
Yao
knee
Ming.
or the
Look
foot.
at Yao Ming.
Yao Ming. I can go to Sam Bowie back in the day. I mean, he was talked about. Remember, Sam Bowie went over Michael Jordan, and look what happened. So, I guess that's what it is.
Greg Oden.
My concern,
Greg Oden, another one.
yes.
Yeah, a lot of injuries too with people like that. And I mean, I'm a tall, skinny guy myself. Sometimes it's not easy to put on weight. I mean, when I tried out for college, I worked out for months and months and months and put on just 15 pounds. And it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for tall, skinny people with thin bones to put on weight. And so I know, they put you on diets. They're going to make you do a weight program. They're going to try their best to put that weight on. But that's a tough task for people, especially. I mean, that's just 7. That's crazy the way that kid looks.
Yeah. All right. So, who wants to do the first pick? How should we do this? Like, I'll do 1, Randy 2, Nicky 3, 4, 5. We'll just go on like that.
Sure.
Okay.
I haven't a clue of half of these players, so I'll be honest with you. But
we'll help you out.
there's a lot of in the air this year.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. As a Knicks fan, because we have no draft picks. It's like
we don't either, bro. We don't either.
That's another thing, man. Who knows who's going to trade in these drafts? Trade in, trade up.
Oh damn! I didn't know y'all didn't have draft picks.
We don't have a draft pick until 2029.
What?
James Harden.
Who's that because of, Mitch? Is it Embiid's contract or who?
Harden.
It was Harden.
But, wait a minute.
I'm sorry, but I hate that son of a bitch.
Didn't the NBA prohibit that? Aren't you supposed to every other year? You're supposed to at least still have a draft pick, a first round draft pick.
That happened, I think.
James garbage. Get him out of here.
Oh wow! Didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't they just cut him?
All right, with the first overall pick, the San Antonio
Isn't that called the Steven rule, Coach? Right? Isn't that called the Steven rule, where you can't have you got to have at least a draft pick in within a X amount of years, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, every other year.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that either.
There we go.
Well, you all know that he's going first, so there's
that was an easy one, Mitch.
All right, Randy, who do the Hornets select?
With the second overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets take Brandon Miller.
Right.
Alabama.
There we go. All right, Nicky, with the third overall pick, who do the Trailblazers take?
Scoot Henderson.
Now it gets difficult. The first 3 are pretty much.
Now
it's a crapshoot. Hold on, let me get my dartboard out.
Not the bracket.
All right. So I wonder why it's taking forever. Okay, with the Houston
I've actually
Rockets.
did my own mock draft. I got my own set up, so I'm good to go.
Nice. Coach, who do the Rockets take?
What is their biggest need? A small forward?
It's like a
Because it says right there, I'm looking at. What does it say? Oh, severe point guard. Okay, I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So go to point guards then.
Eamon
Alright.
Thompson.
There you go then. He's the number. Oh, overtime elite. I know he's going to be well. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense. Go ahead.
All right, there we go.
Oh,
and
see
then Blaze.
That was my pick.
All right,
Gotta go with a guy named Amen. How can you not, root for him? I mean,
Amen.
Amen. I could just hear the fans chanting his name.
Oh God.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So who did
The Magic. Is that who I got?
Pistons.
Pistons.
Not Pistons.
Oh yeah, number 5. It's tough, man. Pistons. They got a little bit of everything. They got a nice little young team
They
up
really
there.
do.
If they can put it together.
Really do.
Let's go Whitmore. Let's go Cam Whitmore from Villanova. I was going to take the other Thompson, but I'm going to take Cam Whitmore instead.
I like that pick. All right, so I guess we'll go back to me, or do you want to do Snake? So Blaze, you'll be up, or do you want me to take it?
Snake it. That's how drafts go. Give me the other Thompson
All right. All right.
for Detroit.
For Orlando. So
Orlando.
Yeah. I'm behind one.
This
There we go.
this just broke apparently on NBA Central. So if they take a Thompson brother, they're gonna put Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony on the trading block. So there we go.
Raptors. Hear that?
All right. Pacers coach. All right, so the biggest need is a point guard and center.
Don't take Dick. Randy wants that Dick to slip to him. Sorry, I got Dick puns for days.
There's a better
D?
player out there than Dick.
You said I'm up?
Yep.
Who's this?
The Pacers.
Pacers.
Why is it everyone needs point guards, it seems?
Yep.
All the point guards want to shoot the ball
They
anymore.
don't necessarily need a point guard because they got Tyrese Halliburton and they also got Aaron Naismith. I think what they really need is a power forward. And what better player
He's
than
sitting right up top.
Walker to take?
Yeah, that's what I was
there.
gonna do.
Yeah,
That's what was on mine.
yeah, that's who's on mine.
All right, go with Walker then.
All right. The pick and roll with that will be nasty. I can't wait for that. All right. Nicky, the Wizards.
Wizards. Gotta go Anthony Black. Get yourself a guard.
Nice. Okay. And Randy.
Get that Dick. Get that Dick. Get that Dick. You know you want to.
No, I'm going the UCF product, power forward, 19 and a half years old, Taylor Hendricks.
Nice.
Good pick.
And with the Mavericks. Okay. On my mock, I'm going with Derek Lively. A defensive
That's what I
center.
did too.
Yep, with the center, with the rim protector. He can go
From
both
Duke,
ways.
from Duke. Yeah.
Yep. All right. And it's me again. So.
No, he gets a Raptor pick for you, Randy.
This is where you get the
No,
dick.
this
This
is
is where you get
Orlando.
the
This
dick.
is Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando, this is where
Well, there you go.
I got to go with.
Yeah, you got
Yep.
it. You got it.
I
That's
got
what
it.
they need.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
going.
they need.
Shooting.
They need,
Yep.
they need that stretch four in Orlando. So yeah.
All right. Randy, the Thunder. Make our crew happy.
Yeah, I'm actually taking Bilal Coulibaly, the
Why
same
they're not
boy that
trading
came
the
from
pick?
Metropolis 92 from our first overall pick, Mr. Victor Wembanyama. So yeah, he's becoming their future potential point guard /
Okay.
shooting guard or shooting guard / small forward.
Nice.
Why are they not trading the pick though? I mean, it's OKC. They like to trade picks, right?
Yeah, that's what I think might happen. They might just trade it. Yeah.
No, I was joking. I was joking
Now,
to
this is
misfit
where I
our
would have gone with Buffkin. I would have gone Buffkin here, but I like this pick a lot.
It's because you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, because
Yeah. One actually fits. So, Nicky, who do unless Randy, you want to take this pick since it is your Raptors?
Yeah.
Do you want to take it?
You know who I want, but it's up to you.
So you gotta get Jalen Hood.
Jalen Hood. Damn it.
What's that Kentucky boy?
He wanted Jason Wallace. And okay.
I am strangely enough a Kentucky fan too,
Especially
even though I'm
with
in
Van
Pittsburgh.
Vliet hitting the market.
There we go. All
Yeah.
right.
I want Casey Wallace.
Added to all the
I
other
get you.
Kentucky players in the NBA.
I get you.
So they need a point guard and a center.
Well, sometimes what you need and sometimes what's on the board can overweigh things sometimes too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
See, this doesn't give me
Especially
a
with this
grading.
guy getting traded, Zion.
Okay. These don't give you, like, in terms of grading point system, in terms of their board. For example, going from 14 to 18, what's the differential in point values?
Right.
This doesn't give you that.
no,
I
he's
don't-
asking you, is there anything that tells you or no?
I don't believe so.
Because right now, based on, the board, what I'm looking at, there's a point guard, which is 4 spots down. There's literally, oh no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, Nick Smith is a point guard.
Yep.
So is Wallace.
So is Jason Wallace, yeah.
Yeah, no, okay. I thought it said power forward for a second. That's why. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You're good.
See, I know Case and Wallace, so I don't know Nicky Smith Jr., so I don't know who's the better of the two. So I'm gonna go Wallace.
Once again, coach taking my picks.
I would have gone with Jason Wallace there too.
Oh,
Love it.
okay.
All right. Blaze, you get back to back. So with the Hawks.
See, it's so tough because, and coach can probably speak to this too, and you guys have watched basketball long enough. It's a small sample size with all these players that we get in college now. We don't, the 4-year players that we've seen play a ton of games is gone. It's like such a small sample size. So I don't envy these teams trying to make these picks off of, 1 year, 2 years, 2.5 years and such.
Projected,
But
yeah.
the Hawks, you got your shoot. Trae Young, I mean, as much as he's a point guard, he wants to shoot the ball all the time too. And let's throw another point guard with him, or do I give him a side piece?
You need depth.
Yeah.
You want to go to center and just see who they got?
No.
They got Capella. They got what's his name there too as well.
Collins?
Who?
Oh, you were talking. Sorry, I thought you were talking.
Yeah, how
Collins.
much longer though?
Oh, this guy.
Sure.
Okongwu, yeah.
The
Okongwu.
Atlanta Hawks select Jordan Hawkins.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that. Nice. And then
UConn.
And then Utah. Who do they got in Utah here?
Utah.
They need Keontae George. They need a shooting guard. Laurie Markkinen and Keontae George. Ooh.
I don't know why they need.
Couple Wolverines staring at me too there. I like both of those players.
Kobe Buffkin's not bad either. Yeah.
I'm actually going to go Jet Howard. Let's give him Jet Howard.
Yay!
Let's give him Jet Howard.
Yeah. As well.
All right. And
Big shooting guard. I like it.
Coach, who would the Lakers take here?
Ooh. Who will the Lakers have next year?
Yeah, on my mock draft, I actually had Jack Howard going to the Lakers.
We got Case and Wallace for the Lakers here, and Keontae George on another one.
Scroll down a touch, Mitch. Rupert.
Okay. Shooting guard, nice.
3 guys from France going into top 20. How about that?
All right.
3 Ignites, G Leagues, and 3 France players. I love it.
Yeah.
Nick,
NBA is a worldwide game.
the Miami Heat.
Interesting.
Okay.
another team that might make some moves too. I don't know why, but they're in the. I wouldn't mess with that lineup.
Nick Smith Jr.
There we go. I was waiting for him to go. All right. Randy, who are the Warriors taking?
Warriors.
Keontae George, is he a shooting guard?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
There
where I
you
got
go.
them taken.
All right. The Rockets. I got to. Give me Buffkin.
Jimmy Buffett. Oh,
Jimmy Buffett, yo.
And then the Brooklyn Nets. All right.
speaking of the Nets, where do you guys think Seth Curry ends up? You think? I've heard a bunch of rumors.
Sixers fans want him back. So, apparently the Sixers. I don't know who to go with the Spurs or the Nets here.
Noah Clowney's a decent power
That was
forward
my
that they could
backup
use.
plan. That was my backup.
Okay.
But you know what? I forget who I had.
They have back-to-back picks too, by the way. The Nets have the 22nd
No, they
and
don't.
21st.
They don't. It's the Phoenix.
Oh no!
It's the Suns.
Oh right,
No.
right.
No, wait. Do they? Maybe
Yeah,
you're
it says
right.
Nets from the Suns and Nets again.
Yeah. I read it wrong. So I'm going with Clowney here.
You're a clown. That's why.
All right.
Good
Thank
thing.
you. I appreciate that. A Jewish clown.
Jeez.
All right.
You
Randy.
said that, not me.
I'm allowed to say it. Randy, who you got for the Nets here?
You know what? I'm going the Canadian product, Leonard Miller.
Leonard. Ooh, okay. Let me.
Another Ignite player goes.
He's from Canada.
That's what I had on my draft.
All right, Nicky, the Trailblazers. There's
I haven't
actually
taken a
talks that
small
they might
forward.
trade this pick up.
They
Let's
should
see,
use
let me
this
see the
pick and,
roster a little bit
the
more.
Go get a stud.
Maybe I might go James Nige.
I was gonna say I don't know much about him. You guys, anybody know anything about him from Nigeria?
James Knight.
All I
6'10".
all I remember from him is blocks.
There's lots of blocks.
Yeah,
Gee, look at him. He's built. Holy fuck.
yeah. He's got. All right,
Woo!
This as a comparison is Jalen Duran
that makes sense.
Jalen Duren?
All right,
or Doran.
Okay.
Jordan, yeah. All right. Coach, with the 24th pick, the Sacramento Kings select.
Power forward Chris Murray. No.
Ooh, sorry, I was muted. Doesn't his brother already play for the Kings?
Who?
Doesn't Murray's brother play for the Kings?
Yeah, Keegan Murray. Yeah.
Keegan.
His twin brother. It makes sense for me because
Brother of Keegan.
That's why I said that. That's why I said, why not go play with
a
the
whole lot
brother?
of
Right? Yeah.
sense.
There you
I
go.
said Iowa Chris Murray. Yeah.
All right. Blaze back-to-back picks.
Can you imagine playing him being 3-and-D, playing along with his brother Keegan? Oh man, that's gonna be some. Oh man, he's big. God dang.
All right. With the Grizzlies, they select.
The Grizzlies.
They did a point guard.
Not them, Ryan Rupert.
That's exactly where I was looking at just now. So yes, Ryan Rupert.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
Ray
I saw
Yan.
you,
I'm
Philly.
not sure if I'm saying it.
Or
right.
Ray Yan.
Rupert.
And
New Zealand
and-
Breakers.
And the Pacers are going to go Brandon Podziemski.
All right. So
It's
who do you
shooting
want for
guard.
the Grizzlies again?
The first one is Ryan Rupert.
Wait, is he?
He's another French player.
Yeah. Am I like drawing a blank? Where is he?
He might be. He's
He's
on
a
this
shooting
list
guard
going to that
/ small
team.
forward.
So Small forward is SF.
Yeah, I know. Where not?
Someone take him already?
I think we took him already.
See, who are you looking for?
Yeah, someone take Rupert already?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did.
I think I didn't I draft Rupert earlier.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Okay, then.
Yeah, right here to the Lakers.
Then we're gonna go another shooting guard.
Okay.
Shooting guard.
Ben Shepherd from Belmont, shooting guard.
Okay.
Projected to go just before 30th, but
I have Maxwell Lewis from Pepperdine too. Pepperdine.
And then Pacers take Brandon Podziemski.
All right, Brandon Podziemski. Yeah, but I can't find the other guy.
Ben Shepherd.
Yeah.
Someone took Ben Shepherd already too.
I think so.
You don't have a search where you can type it in?
Shepherd's a shooting guard.
No, isn't it up in the upper right-hand corner where you can type in search?
I don't go right in line. I'm bucking the system.
Yeah.
Not Ben Simmons. There he is.
It just gives you the whole analysis on him.
So you can't select him from there?
No.
Way to go, Fanspo.
Yeah, thanks for helping so much.
What is he, a shooting guard?
Yeah.
If you go to
shooting guard slash small forward.
Huh?
Maybe he's under small forward then. There he is. Go down a little bit. I just saw him. Down right there.
There he is.
Not to be confused with Ben Simmons.
Oh, stop.
All right, and then who did Pacers select again?
Podziemski.
All right, here we go. Brandon Podziemski right here.
Comparison to Gary Harris and Evan Fournier.
Ooh. And then
Ooh.
here the Hornets.
Okay, MJ, what are we gonna do, bro?
Got left at. He's right at top. Yep.
And didn't they already take
sitting
number
right at
2?
top.
Wait a minute. Who did they take at number 2?
Brandon Miller.
Miller.
Miller is what a
Small forward, yeah.
Small forward, yeah.
Whitehead.
Okay.
From Duke, shooting guard.
Derek Whitehead.
Yep.
27.
Homegrown.
Nicky. Oh yeah, look, the 2023 pick traded to the Utah. So there you go.
Way to go, Sixers.
Yeah,
All right.
Thanks, James.
All right.
What's their roster again? Could I see?
Yep. So they need a point guard. Well, they already had 2 picks. We took
Everybody needs point guard.
And Jet Howard.
The whole first round's gonna be all point guards.
Pretty much.
If they were a bunch of good ones, it would be.
Yeah.
Bryce
Sensabaugh.
Boo. I hate Ohio State.
Yeah, but he's good. I don't like Ohio State, but he's a good baller.
He is good, but
Yeah.
I hate Ohio State.
He killed my Scarlet Knights that first game.
All right. And Randy, the Pacers select
Maxwell Lewis, small forward.
Nice. Not a lot of people talk about him. That's a nice one. And then the
He's a really
Clippers.
stretchy guy. It's going to take a little bit to develop him, but I feel like he could be almost like an OG type guy.
Yeah. And then with the Clippers, I'm thinking I'm going with Kobe. No, wait.
Prosper. That's a great name. Olivier Max Spence Prosper. I love that name.
Andre Jackson Jr.
I'm going with a point guard.
Stop it, Randy.
Yeah, but aren't they bringing back Russ? Aren't they bringing back Russ to the Clippers?
Yeah,
you need someone
I'm
to.
joking.
Yeah, I know.
Clippers, man.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. Then
They
Arnold
need to,
Bell.
they need to start over.
I'm thinking about
Rebuild.
doing Bailey or, you know what? Give me Sasser. It's a funny name.
Marcus Sasser from Houston.
He's a sassy one.
There we go.
23, by the way. He's almost 23.
Yay! Good draft.
I'm gonna download this. But
See how many we get right.
yeah,
Does it grade these?
no.
Yeah, do you get like a
Oh,
grade now?
wow.
Way to go, Fanspo.
I know, right? I just use this one because every time
NFL's
I
better.
read
NFL was better.
it, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
That was good. That was fun.
At
I
least,
learned a
you know,
lot.
if you
That's
pick
what I
up
wanted. I was
Georgia
hoping to
players,
learn
You're good.
learn more about these players for tomorrow.
Oh, you gotta log in. Ah, shoot. All right, I'm gonna take.
It's gonna be fun because
gonna say
there's also gonna be.
screenshot.
I feel like there's gonna be
Bullshit.
some trades in the draft too. I feel like there's gonna be some moves. So. Hopefully, I'm not.
Just zoom out.
So we'll see.
Can you zoom out to get the whole first round?
Nope.
Fanspo. you
I
punk
just
ass
do this
bitches.
whenever I'm bored, and I just go like, and I don't save.
How do you go? How's it go?
Scroll down. For a second.
Huh?
my brownies?
Can you move down a little bit or no?
No.
He's short enough. Jeez, you want to make him move down? Sorry, had to have a short joke.
I might get you in first. No.
I'm a short Jew.
Jeez. Hey, I always say you got to be able to clown on yourself, man. You got to be able to clown on yourself, man.
I always do.
I do it all the time.
Short man.
Make fun of the bald head, the big ears, the big nose. Go for it. I don't care. The gray. Gray is wisdom, though, right, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
Gray is wisdom, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a whole lot of wisdom.
At least you got some up there, though, brother.
I got up there to the side,
I
to
know.
the
I'm
back.
jealous. I'm jealous. I love all that. I wish.
Look, my kids say, Dad, you're thinning. You need to cut it.
A couple years ago, I was sick and I let the back grow, and my brother called it. He called it a skullet because I was still bald here and I had long hair down to my neck back here. The skullet. Shout out to my brother.
So, do you think that who's gonna make the first trade on draft night?
The Lakers.
You're going Lakers. I'm going Sixers.
I hope it's them. Get in there.
I just want.
I don't know. Is there anybody you'd really want? Okay, Mitch. So big Sixer fan. If you could trade into the draft, number one, who you get rid of, and who you trying to get?
Paris for a second round pick.
No,
My ass.
Maxey. You
No,
take
Maxey.
We're not pulling a Philly halftime.
Maybe the Pistons or the Hornets.
I just want.
Second team all NBA this year. Tyrese Maxey.
There's a report the Brooklyn Nets are seeking a real first round equity for either Dorian Finney-Smith or Royce O'Neal. So they're trying to make moves. So throw up some money for maybe Grant Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is broke by Sam's. Chicago Bulls forward Derrick Jones Jr. is declining his $3.3 million player option.
Okay. What free agents out there could be thrown into some of these trades and stuff, you guys? Because I know different free agency contracts. Some can be now, some. But is there any free agents you guys see might be thrown into a draft trade?
Let me go through the. Hold on. Let me.
Van Vliet, Draymond.
I feel like Fred Van Vliet might do a sign and trade. I feel like that's what might happen just because we can give him that extra year plus, so you can get that extra bag. But I don't know if he'd be involved in any type of trade personally. But
anything on Chris Middleton that anybody's heard?
Nope.
I'd love to see him go somewhere else, or even though. Same thing with Giannis. He's the same idea I have as with Dame. I just want to see those players have an opportunity in a different system.
So,
but I love the fact they're loyal to their teams. Don't get me wrong, because the bouncing around teams nowadays is different. But
so we should just go through free agency and just say where they're going. I think Westbrook is staying.
Yeah,
I
might as well.
I think Middleton is staying.
Harden's not staying, even though he is.
Harden is saying, I hate to admit it.
I'm not giving up hope, Mitch.
And you're worse than me with Doc Rivers.
Kyrie, I keep hearing he's staying.
Kyrie's staying. Porzingis, we already know he's traded.
D'Angelo
Russell.
I heard another Laker reunion might happen with Kuzma.
Yeah.
I think Russell.
What if they get Kuzma, Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo? They get their whole old team together again.
Bring the click back.
They might as well get him too.
We're sorry we traded you. We didn't mean it.
Come back. We still have LeBron.
D'Angelo Russell.
Please.
Probably Miami. I can see Miami.
You're gonna go down
So
for
there are
another
reports that the Sacramento Kings are desperately chasing either Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby or both in a trade package.
Kevin Love, I think he's staying. Vucevic,
You think Love is staying? I thought with Miami. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
Vucevic,
Who wants him?
Yeah.
Chicago, I think he's staying.
No
Makes
lick of
the move.
defense from that guy. God.
And then Draymond,
Lakers.
I think he stays.
I think he's staying.
I'm going Lakers.
It'd be stupid to leave at this point, in my opinion.
I just got this funny feeling in me he's going to the Lakers. I don't know why.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And then Fred VanVleet, Sixers. Please. Harrison Barnes,
The Grizzlies is what I heard rumors of.
Grizzlies. Jeremy Grant,
I mean, could they move him to try to make room for? I mean, what kind of contracts he's gonna have? No idea. But you got to think they got to be looking to bring someone in for Dame if Damon's staying.
yeah.
They have to make a move. I cannot see all this crap happening. Him stay, Portland ain't let him go, and they don't make any moves to surround him with a couple more stars.
Well,
Right.
he'd be very upset.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It has to happen. Portland, I think, might be the one that could maybe trade out of a pick to try to get someone. They have to get someone.
Isn't Dame scheduled to make $50 million next year and $62 the year after that?
Yeah.
That's a lot, but I can't say he's not worth it compared to what other people are making. That dude's just
no, exactly. Yeah. That's what the market dictates. So I get it.
Tough to get more people at a high rate when he's paying that much, though, too. And you can't sacrifice the bench.
Can you imagine if Jeremy Grant goes to the Lakers? I know it's not going to happen, but I feel like that would be a good fit.
To me, it doesn't make sense because you have Hachimura.
Well, Hachimura could be moving.
Yeah, if they don't go that route, they can go with Jeremy Grant.
All right, then it makes sense.
I don't know why, but I feel like for some weird reason, if he was to take like a friendly team type deal, if he would go to the Grizzlies as well.
Who?
Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Why would he take a team friendly deal for the Grizzlies? Why?
Well, I'm not saying like a team friendly deal. I'm just saying like in a sense, like if at this point, if he's wanting to compete and wants to go to a team where he knows he's going to have a chance to at least.
Are they really going to compete to start after the start of the season?
They'll be digging out of a hole, coach is right, with no jaw. They did well without jaw for a little bit at the end of the year.
Tyus Jones is no slouch, though. A lot of people sleep on their backup point guard.
You're right.
He's somebody that 20-5 when Jaw was out last time held the ship down pretty damn fine, in my opinion. So
a lot of good players.
I feel right now without Jaw, they're I hate to say it, but there's the record shows without him. They're a lot better than some teams without their number one star.
Isn't Steven Adams over there too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he back now fully healthy? And is his contract not up or no?
This list never ends. I'm looking at the same page.
Yeah, Karis LeVert.
Oh, Cleveland. It makes sense for him to go back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley.
Another good young team, Cleveland.
With
the Lakers now.
Do they pick it up? Because right now it's the club decides. So
that's tough. They got to. I think they're going to make a move
for Rio, and they got to pay Austin Reeves too. So,
but it's also a matter of wait a minute. Don't they have to pick him up first, or can they decide to bring the others back before they pick up his contract?
I don't understand that part of the contract.
Because if you decide to pick it up, and you can see what you get first before you bring him back.
Swap them.
I mean, I don't know the NBA contracts like that, so that's what
Yeah,
I'm
same
asking.
here. Yeah, I don't know either.
Just say they pick it. I mean, they have to pick it up or not. So, and he's a starter.
Yep.
Do we anticipate them picking up a shooting guard along the way? The Lakers.
Well, it just depends. Are they
Steph
gonna keep
Curry, maybe?
Are they gonna keep Austin Reeves?
I would.
I think so. I think they're keeping Reeves.
I would keep him.
Then I think Malik Beasley's gone.
You got to think about the chemistry. Good chemistry.
Yeah.
And I think
he definitely brought it.
Don't shake the tree if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose, man, he could have been without those injuries. How great could that dude have been?
Well, based on that article that I was talking about, if this is the case, then Derrick Rose is coming back. But no, he's gone. Derrick Rose is gone.
I can't wait for that video. Oh my god.
I mean, just coming out of college, the potential that dude had, man. Injuries are a fact, though. Man.
I will say this though. It's going to be pretty hard because his son is playing basketball in New York. He plays for the New York Rams, and he's doing very well there. So
that's insane that players like him and LeBron might play with their kids in the NBA. That's just crazy to think of. Props to them for staying that long, though. I got to say that. That's
different time.
Yeah. Derrick Rose is staying.
insane.
Will Barton, Randy, is he staying?
No.
Derrick Rose is not staying. Derrick Rose is gone.
Oh.
They're gonna have to let him go, depending on what they try to do, because he's a bench player, and the amount of money that he's making,
He'll be a Pelican, and then you got Zion. He'll be in the Zion trade.
Now, if you're trading for someone else, then I get it. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to play for a team called the Pelicans. I'm sorry, I hated that name since day one. That is not intimidating at all. Who the hell's scared of a damn Pelican? They should be the Jazz again. They should have took the name back off of Utah. That's when the name made sense. When it was the New Orleans Jazz back in the day.
I mean, who's scared of the Hornets?
I am. I'm allergic to bees.
I'm allergic to bees.
Which is a pretty decent amount of people make.
Yeah. There, Mitch. So what? Who's afraid of a Sixer? Well, I guess you got.
Who's afraid of a Raptor?
John Morant's afraid of a Sixer right now. Gun joke. Bad gun joke. I deserve that one. All right, keep going. Jordan Clarkson and Kuzma are both going back to the Lakers.
Brook Lopez, I think he's staying.
Staying.
Josh Hart.
Staying.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can't go nowhere. He's not going. Please.
Kelly
New York
Oubre.
will tear shit down. Kelly Oubre.
I think he's going.
I think he's going too.
I think he's going to Washington.
Back to Washington.
See a lot of movement going on here. Holy hell!
Right?
It just seems like a big shift. It's like,
and yeah, free agency starts next Friday. Randy, we got to stream that. It starts next Friday.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my god! I think it starts at 6 or something. I have to look.
Okay.
But, yeah. Josh Richardson.
Oh, wow. Alec Burks. Yeah. Keelan Horton Tucker. Man, that guy fell from grace.
Back to the Knicks.
Jay Crowder, Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo needs to retire. I mean, come on.
I think he should come back one more time. Give the kick of the bucket one more time.
Sorry.
Who wants him, though?
Sorry.
Facts.
To be honest with you, I think he's going to pick up he's a player option. Oladipo, I think he's going to pick that up.
If he's smart, he would. Yeah.
He would, yeah.
Sorry.
Randy. Turtle.
I don't know, man. Apparently, he doesn't want to be part of no rebuild, and there's rumors that the Raptors are trying to run it back. So he wants to be $20 million per year. So they're trying to work out a deal. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
That one's tough. Plumlee.
And if he walks, man, we lost a first-round pick for nothing, and that's an L on the GM.
Yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. And then Plumlee.
Plum. Yes, Plum's the
He
last
did well
name.
with the Clippers. I think
Oh,
it goes
you
back.
saw that.
You were. I saw that. Yes, I did.
Miles Plumlee.
I was just like, wait a minute. I turn on Robert's stream. He was watching a WNBA game, and the first thing I hear is Plum. And I'm like, wait, is that a last name?
Plum. Hey, baby girl.
Yeah, WNBA. All right, Seth Curry. Don't tell the Sixers fans, but they want him back in Philly.
Lakers.
Go play with your brother.
Golden State.
Golden State.
I'd say Golden State.
I think he's one of the most valuable in this list. I mean, considering coming off the bench, consistent scoring here. I mean, I like him as a bench player, man.
Bruce Brown. Sixers, please.
I know you want him, but
Do they have to get rid of him? He played well in the finals, man.
He declined his player option.
he declined.
Well,
yeah,
me
he
and Coach
declined
talked
that.
about this. I think he just wants to hit on a payday. I think it's smart for him to hit on a payday.
Yep.
So
Good point.
get it while you're hot.
Strike
right?
the iron
Get it
while,
you're
yep.
hot.
Coming
And
off a
then,
title.
And then the
Yep.
Sixers cannot afford him then.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
Sorry, Mitch. You get Jackson Hayes.
Oh, yay. How about Rudy Gay?
Hey, he was a one-time Raptor, and I loved him when he was here. I loved him, but that was when he was younger. So
He shot.
Lonnie Walker, look at the list though. Lonnie Walker, I'm telling you, that's an interesting guy. He's a good player. I'm telling you, real good bench piece.
He is. He is. I mean, come to the Sixers, please. I want everyone, but it's not going to happen.
Right. You'll get Chris Dunn.
Make a video
Or
about
Kendrick Dunn. Kendrick Dunn. Sorry.
it.
Yeah. You know that guy's getting subs off me now? Diallo. I think he's staying.
Hamadou.
I think he's staying. I would stay if I were him.
He can make the most money with Detroit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got a young team there, so. None. Kendrick, none.
None. You know how many teams want him? None.
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 I
Yeah.
don't know. Just a bad joke.
He was so bad. I mean, he was so good, and then he just fell off.
Hachiman.
Dang.
Raptor.
Lakers.
Or Raptor. Laker.
Yeah. Corey Joseph.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's coming back.
Mm.
Detroit. Did you guys, by the way, speaking of Detroit, I know it's football, but did you guys see the helmets Detroit's wearing as their alternates?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
The Mustang logo and the Hawaiian
That's
baby
better
blue
than the
or whatever.
Browns logo.
Mustang logo?
Yeah, they use the blocks from the back like an old school Detroit Lions logo, the squares like the Mustang. That's how they unveiled it. But they're using it with gray uniforms too. It looks kind of weird. I can't wait to make fun with my Detroit Lion fans that are out there. I got friends that are Lions
I have
podcasters.
family in Detroit, so I know.
Good luck. I'm pumped about all the alternate helmets and uniforms this year, though.
Same.
Oh, I saw one for the Giants that some lady is trying that she created, and she took the NY and infused the
I've seen that
statue. Oh, you saw it?
She's
too, the
good.
statue.
She does a
I mean,
bunch
that-
of those videos. She's a great graphic artist. I'm a uniform freak, if you can't tell.
Okay.
Point. Bruce Brown's he
Okay.
declined at 6.8. That's what it was.
I love merchandise. And Hardcore Sports Network shirt too.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Which now I put the new logo up where it actually says Hardcore Sports on the inside. So if
Yeah.
anyone buys anything now, they have the actual
Yeah.
words on it too.
Yeah. Still cool no matter what.
We've
The
made $2
NBA
off of those
salary
so far.
cap is to rise $2 million from 136 for next season, and the luxury tax is projected to rise $3 million to 165. So that's the
Yes. Shit.
Money.
and just for everybody wondering out there, the Suns with now Bradley Beal and still Ayton on their contract or on under contract. Sorry, they have $162.9 million just between those four men.
Wow.
Ayton,
That's insane.
KD, Booker, and Beal.
Hey, if they gel though, that could be a hell of a team if they work well
Right,
together.
right.
But they've never played with Bradley Beal. So as great as he is, You got to have that chemistry, man.
Well, yep. I think
James
James Harden can show you about that.
To me, they're an all shit unit. That's how I look at them.
Yeah.
Basically, it's every time you turn around, oh shit, somebody else is hurt. Oh shit, somebody else is hurt.
Yeah.
So, you guys have any hot takes for tomorrow night? Take.
Spurs trade the first pick.
Oh my
for
God.
Zion Williamson and John Morant in the 3-team trade.
I got one for you. Stephen A. Smith is going to say something foolish tomorrow.
Oh,
there you go.
The Sixers will be involved.
I'd like to
in
take
the
him and
trade.
Kendrick Perkins and
He does
smash their
Monday,
heads
Tuesday,
together.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, coach. He does every day.
I can't even watch First Take anymore. I call it Bad Take.
Yeah. So,
I
Nicky,
feel like the Raptors
the only good thing about
wait, Nicky, what'd you say about the Sixers?
The Sixers will pull off a trade.
Get into the draft.
Oh my God, just make a trade, please.
New York Knicks fans are going to go crazy because we're going to be crying because we're not involved in the draft and we're not going to be able to trade anything.
Hey, we're in the same spot.
Yeah, but we have all those draft picks and we can't trade one. I mean, think about it. Washington's draft pick is now useless for us.
Yeah.
Because they're tanking, so we can't get that, and it's going to keep rolling and rolling, and it's going to end up being 2 second-round draft picks. Like, if you go through and you look at all the draft picks that are protected that the Knicks have, by the time it rolls through, they're going to end up with nothing but second-round draft picks. I went through that, and I looked at it, and I was just like, these trades are not as good as you think.
Top 15 protected, 20 protected. Top 3
one
protected,
is a top 18. Yeah, so it's like, well, what's the sense of making this trade for a first rounder when, so it's just like, okay, whatever.
On paper, it looks nice first round, but then when you look in the bracket and it says protected the top 18 or 20, you're like, well, what the WTF? Like, what?
Exactly.
Why'd you make that trade?
Exactly. So and that's the thing about the Knicks. And oh yeah, we had all these first round draft picks, and look what happened with Dallas. We got rammed up the rectum. Now look what happened with Washington. We're getting rammed up the rectum. I'm sorry. So it's just like, okay, whatever. I think Detroit is I think Detroit is the top 18. So Detroit is top 10 if I'm not mistaken. So, and that's 2024. So we need them to really do well this coming year. Otherwise, the Knicks, for all their first round draft picks, but we have a boatload. I think we have 11 second round draft picks over the next 7 years.
I just found a 2024 mock draft. People are crazy. There's a 2024 mock draft already out.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I was looking at that the other day.
It says Buzelis from the G League, number 1. Kentucky's Aaron Bradshaw, number 2. Some guy from France, number 3. Another G League player, number 4. And a Spanish player, number 5.
Yeah.
Then another Kentucky player.
And then where will the Raptors?
I know it's way too early to be talking.
Not Chad, sorry.
I'm so mad. 100% left Michigan.
Evie.
So mad.
God bless
you.
I can't wait for tomorrow, boys. NBA draft. Let's go. Move.
Let's
go.
I will be watching you guys while I podcast and jumping right over as soon as I'm done. I canceled my second. Yeah,
I'll just send you the link.
I canceled my second stream so I could join, so I'll know who got picked, but
So,
I'll be an hour late.
Your gaming stream before?
No, I'm doing it tonight. I'm doing the game tonight instead of tomorrow night.
Okay.
During AEW
at 10 o'clock, right after.
Oh.
I got a lot of people to come late night streams, and if I take my Thursday 10 p.m. off, I got to have another late night because I got people that show up for the real late ones for some reason. So I try to keep the schedules like that a little bit.
Yep. So guys, we'll see you tomorrow night for the NBA draft at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Randy, I think we should go live a bit earlier so we could just talk about it. So
in case some moves are made potentially too beforehand.
Yeah. One of the people I was watching, they were going live 2 hours before the draft started.
Well, we just did the 2 hours before the draft now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Pre-draft.
I feel like I know a little bit more about the draft though now, so I'm glad I popped in. This is very educational as well. Normally I'm on top of it, but
I just want to say this right now. If the Sixers trade Tobias for something, I'm going to be happy. I don't care if it's a second round pick. I want something.
You don't care if it's a bag of potato chips?
The second round draft is actually called right after the first round, the same night. So you just gotta wait a half hour, and then it's right after they do the second round.
Yeah. I don't care if it's brownies. I would trade Tobias Harris for brownies right now.
Tobias Harris for a bag of brownies. How about it?
How about some salt and vinegar chips from Canada?
Where are my brownies?
Okay. I don't know.
Mitch, this moment's been brought to you by Chunky Noodle Soup. How about I give you some Chunky Noodle Soup for Tobias Harris?
Since Wade said it.
Where are my brownies?
That was a stream where you were shooting hoops, right?
No. I don't know what that was. I don't know where that was.
Randy, you give him the soup. You give him the soup. He'll be blowing chunks.
Blaze, I don't know. You probably saw this one too.
This is Cool Cat Connor. I'm supposed to be working, but I'm here instead. Let's go. It's Jalen freaking Hurts.
Pick it. That's great. That one's classic.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Shout out to Mitch Kowalski.
I love Cool Cat. I do. Anytime when I hear that, I try not to laugh.
You've never corrected him saying your name wrong?
He knows how to say it, like we talked about it before.
Okay.
He knows how to say it. He just says it for the stream.
I get called biased radio all the time when I go to streams. I'm like, are you not reading it? I'm like, they think it's BI. They're like, biased radio? I'm like, okay. I was called blessed radio from some guy. I watched him for like a year. Wrestling Days, the wrestling guy. He kept going, blessed radio. And I kept typing, Blaze. His name is Days. I'm like, Blaze like Days. Come on. But I think it's fun. I mean, if you have a catchy name.
Like Days. He's like, this man is very good.
Biased. I'm the most unbiased guy you hear. I'm not biased radio, but hey, if it gets my name in your mouth, that's a good thing. You're talking about me, whether you get my name wrong or right. I always say whether you're laughing with me or at me, you're smiling.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you to Coach and Blaze for popping on here. Just to talk about the draft before tomorrow, and I'm just excited for tomorrow.
By the way, and what unpopular opinion might pop by tomorrow as well for the draft. He's been texting me on or DMing me on Twitter, so he might pop by as well.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. You want me to send him the link? You got it. You want me to send him the link, or you got it?
Can you send him the link if you don't mind?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. All right. So if you guys got anything to say, Nicky, you got anything to say before tomorrow?
I said Mike already had to say. I gave my 2 cents.
You're trading into the draft.
I want another big trade to drop tonight. Just give me one more big trade during AEW, and I'll just be like, yes, a big trade. And it will be during the Orange Cassidy match, please. I'll be like, yes, I got a trade.
Mitch Kowalski versus Orange Cassidy coming soon.
I need to get the contract.
I want to see that. I would pay to see that.
Halftime versus Logan Paul. Yep.
Oh, if I could get all 4 of y'all on a pay-per-view, I'd pay to see it 100%.
That's the forbidden. That's the very forbidden door there.
Yeah,
and then I would sneak on as a secret. Oh no, where did this come from? And then Coach would come in and help me, and then where did this come from?
Here's a pay-per-view I'm ready to see and pay for. Coach Tibbs versus Obi Toppin.
Yes.
I like
that stuff going on. Apparently, they had some beef in the playoffs.
They had some beef, and they were arguing, and it's like, okay, now it's really contentious because we didn't hear about it. So okay,
they need to remember those claymation things, celebrity death match, where they would have
I love that.
famous people fighting each other. They need to bring that back. Speaking of stuff coming back, while we're on basketball, slam balls coming back.
Yes.
I wanted to play that when I was younger so bad.
Same.
There's gonna be so many. Talk about injuries.
Yeah, but I love that. I loved it. It was so much
Yeah.
fun to watch.
I can't
See,
wait
I
for
can't-
slam ball.
I can't play slam ball. I jump on one of those things, I'm going right through it.
My back would be done. I'm gonna need a bacchiotomy.
Coach, where did Coach go? Where did Coach
Exactly. So,
All right, guys, we're going to close it out here. Make sure you like and subscribe to everybody. We'll catch you all. Well, I'll see you guys in like an
Long
hour.
live the Hardcore Sports Network, baby.
Yes, sir. Still waiting for my free shirt.
Long live Hardcore Sports.
mhm.
Hardcore Sports. The dude abides. He's peeking in over there.
All right. We'll catch you all later, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Hey.